Aero 93.
And I'm a crisp Joe Benson, thank you. 607, got all the rock and roll classics. We're Aero 93.
Yeah, man.
Aero 93. Joe Benson's featured artist of the morning.
Featuring Jimi Hendrix this morning. Hendrix was in kind of a rough position before things really started to happen for him. He was obviously a black musician, which was not held in high regard necessarily in the recording industry in these states. If you're dealing with rock and roll, it's pretty much unheard of. In fact, he could not get a record deal here, even though legend has it Les Paul was attempting to chase him down to find him, to assign him to a piece of paper before, Les missed him by a little bit. Jimmy had to go to Europe. There's some stories to be associated with that. But Jimmy went to England, along with Chas Chandler of the Animals, took him over there, introduced him to Eric Clapton, the Rolling Stones, Pete Townsend of The Who. They were blown away by what this guy could do with a guitar. In short order, he was signed to a record contract, had work visa problems, had to put his band together within 5 days of arriving. Yeah, they're out there playing immediately. One of the first gigs they did, they headlined in Paris, returned to London, opened for Cream. Pretty auspicious beginning for a band to been together less than a couple of weeks. First album was recorded in fits and starts whenever they get into studios to do the thing. And Jimmy's very appreciative of the hospitality shown him by many of the British, including a young lady by the name of Mary, who allowed him to stay over a couple of nights. And some of the things that happened as he was staying over inspired this song. So if you listen, the words actually describe some of the things that happened. Jimi Hendrix, featured artist this morning, Aero 93. Aero 93, where we're all about the music. Jimi Hendrix and his guitar, and the story of spending some time with Mary when he first got to England. And there you go. It's 6:19. Good morning. Joe Benson with you here, featuring Jimmy this morning. Got more tunes from him coming up. And there's a lot of stories on Jimmy. And some we can actually tell on the air. Had Creedence Clearwater Revival just before that. Traveling Band was the name of the song. And Hollywood Nights from Bob Seger and his Silver Bullet Band, in case you need to be working out there today. Or maybe you actually are, as opposed to need to do it. Had Queen and the Beatles in there. Music in the morning. I got more of that coming up here. Have the Aero 93 First Cup of the Morning music set is up next. Sponsored by Starbucks. Stop by this morning and try the new Power Frappuccino packed with 12 essential vitamins and protein. It is the cool, creamy, low-fat indulgence you've been looking for. Music in the morning and all day long. That's what we do. Eric Clapton, Live Budokan. Cocaine was a song. And we had Bad Company before that. Rock and Roll Fantasy as well. It's 6:33. Good morning. That'd be a very clear sunrise thing happening right now in the east if you're facing that direction. Don't turn around if you're not. Have another great sunny day ahead of us. Aero 93 weather says looking for a high in the mid-60s today, 70 tomorrow. Right now, it's quite the opposite. 43 in Burbank and 53 in Long Beach at Aero 93.
All the best stuff.
Aero 93.
KCBS FM, Los Angeles.
Southern California's Aero 93 FM.
93.1.
All rock and roll classics.
Aero 93, playing music in the morning. And it's the best stuff like Journey's Wheel in the Sky and Brown Sugar from the Rolling Stones. Joe Benson here at 7:01, featuring Jimi Hendrix, and I got him doing a cover of a Dylan tune coming up, and the stories behind it here in Aero 93.
Aero 93. Joe Benson's featured artist of the morning.
Featuring Jimi Hendrix this morning. Jimi is a very unique artist, a brilliant guitarist, both as a soloist, a rhythm guitarist, incredible songwriter, and quite an ear for production. When he started things out, probably his wild antics on stage, his outrageousness, overshadowed his talent, songwriting talent, and that. But over the years, it has become quite obvious. His combination of blues and R&B and rock and roll, jazz-like approach to tonal structures, not only took the music world by surprise, but inspired just about every other guitarist that's ever been since then. He broke through big time summer of 1967, fall 1967. Broke through big time both here and in Britain. Near the end of that year, he recorded a number of songs. He was always recording. He recorded a number of songs, including a cover of a Bob Dylan tune. They ended up not releasing for actually quite a while, over a year from the time it was recorded until it finally came out. And the reason he finally released it in late 68 was because he was having so many business problems with unscrupulous management and the like. He felt that the words of this song and Bob Dylan's original intent, and especially the way Jimmy played on the song, he felt this really captured a lot of stuff. If you've never listened to the words before, yeah, check it out. See if it applies to anybody you know. Jimi Hendrix, Aero 93. Arrow 93 is the only place you get great music in the morning and all day long. Jimi Hendrix, a featured artist today. All Along the Watchtower was the track, and that was recorded with his first band, The Experience. A couple guys he picked up when he got to England and had to assemble a band within 5 days or lose his work visa. You know, these things happen. Things happen for a reason in life. It's 7:24. Good morning. Joe Benson here. Eagles, The Long Run just before that, and Fool in the Rain from Led Zeppelin. All those songs may have had a lyrical tie-in. We also had Journey and Rolling Stones in there. Music in the morning. That's one of the things we do. This afternoon, BC, Bob Coburn, his top 5 at 5 will be featuring Arrow songs from April 1970. This is going to bring back some scary memories.
It's on 93.1 FM.
93.1.
Remember, it's Arrow 93.
Arrow 93.